What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and I am super excited to announce that the lighting on this channel has been upgraded in a massive way. As you can see here, we have much more, is it luminosity? I don't know. The lighting is giving substantially more definition. In fact, it's giving definition in a way that I had originally intended for this channel, and should be much easier for you guys to get an idea of what you're looking at without me having to shine a flashlight into something. And it should be, I believe the image is a lot more crisp now. We don't have those fuzzies all over the place that just drive me crazy. Before I get too far into this, I want to thank Harry or Shaker MT down in the comment section. He is an extremely generous patron, and he also donates knives to the channel, either for review, lends them for review and then I send them back, or sometimes he just gives me stuff. That's amazing. So he's helping out with Patreon and the knives, and then he just donated this lighting setup, and this was, 1,000 times better than what I was working with, which was just a weird LED floodlight, and it wasn't working at all. But that's just so generous. As usual, the generosity of the knife community in general, and is just amazing to me, and it seems to be endless. So thank you so much, Harry. That's awesome. You have bettered this channel infinitely in my eyes, and I'm so happy about that. My goals for this channel were an overhead view, really awesome knives for you guys to look at and for me to talk about, and for lighting that would allow for things to be viewed in the way that I wanted them to, in full definition. I want you guys to get an awesome viewing experience. That's great if my personality was enough to keep you here at my channel. I'm flattered, but I owe it to you guys as my viewers to make the viewing experience as good as I possibly can. Now, I'm not an expert on lighting. I've got basically there are two stands here, and they're way up high, and they have these umbrellas with the silver lining, and then there's these sort of soft white bulbs that are in there, shining indirect light down on the table. There's also another short stand right here that's shining back towards me, and I think it keeps the shadows to a minimum, and even when my hands are right here, it keeps most of the shadows out of the point of view. There's probably an optimal way to do this. The problem is I'm in limited space. I'm down here in what I think people are now referring to as the metal dungeon. It's just it's just a weird part of my basement. And I wave my hands around a lot, and I get really animated and crazy, and I do cartwheels. Not really, but I don't want to knock anything over. There's a lot of really expensive knives that are awaiting to go back to their owners over here, and there are cords and things all over the place over that way. I don't want to trip over anything, so I have sort of worked out a compromise with the equipment that is surrounding me and how the lights sort of interact with this tabletop here, and I think I've got a really good compromise. I've got all the freedom that I want. Now that I have this overhead camera where the arm is actually over here, I can wave my hands around, and I don't have to worry about knocking the tripod over. All I have to worry about is just running into the table, but even if I do, it's not going to shake it anywhere. But I've got lots of movement room, which is great. So when I do that thing where I run way off and I try to yell, I can do that. I've got room to do that. I'm not limited in bumping into stuff. I can't tell you how many times I had to cut a video from tripping over something, bumping the table, knocking something off of my table. It just, once this channel started to grow and I started to be in possession of other people's possessions, I was like, nope. We got to get some safety, some stuff set up here. We got to get some quality control going on. So that's what I've aimed to do. I've got a few different knives here with some different finishes to give you an example of how this light interacts with different things. It really likes this black stonewash finished Hinderer XM18 with the bronze. The lighting really likes this, so that's really great. I'm glad. It's almost a bit much with the XM18 3.5-inch spear point that's all stonewashed, because it's like reflecting light in every direction, and in some situations, like if I were to set it up here and then move my hands out of the way, the auto brightness will actually, it's a little bit over, do you call that overexposed? I have no idea, I don't know. Black G10, or this is nylon actually, has no issues with this lighting whatsoever. Again, satin finishes kind of go crazy. There's going to be times where, I don't know, some of you probably have TVs that auto brighten or dim. and that might cause a problem for you there. And then anodizations look amazing sometimes, but like I said, there's 3 different bulbs, so as the bulbs pass over something like this multicolored anodization, it's going to look more or less vibrant depending on the position that I've got it in. But in any case, I should be able to give you guys really defined examples of what you're looking at here, because there's not an area on the table where the light isn't touching. Look at that. That is beautiful. It almost looks like magic creeping down the blade. Oh, see, I'm so happy that I can do this now. I hope that this looks good to you guys. I hope that you're on board for it. I think it'll look good. It'll look a lot better to future, you know, you guys that have been around forever, I feel like, you know, you don't really care what the lighting looks like, but to new people who are used to a certain level of quality that they're getting from like every other knife channel out there except mine, they come to mine and they're like, what the heck is going on with this guy's lighting? It's like he's got one almost burned out light bulb in his basement. Actually, that's pretty close to what was that's pretty close to what was actually going on. But I don't want anybody to come look at my channel and then wave it off because the lighting's bad. I wouldn't blame them, but I don't like the idea of people not wanting to stay and watch because my lighting's bad. So and you know, that's something that should have been improved a long time ago. So I hope that this looks good to you guys. I can't wait to do more knife reviews in this lighting. Tomorrow's video will be the Hinderer Ranch Bowie, and that'll be the last video in the old lighting because it was pre-recorded. Every single upload after that will actually will be in the new lighting. So let's see, it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on. All those videos will all be with this new lighting. So I'm very, very excited. Harry, thank you so much again. This was just amazing. You have permanently improved the quality of this channel, and I will be forever grateful to you, good sir. That's going to be pretty much it for this video, guys. If you've been enjoying my channel and my content, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other videos, I do, of course, have lots of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, then please subscribe to my channel because there is definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.